Oh, I need to subvert this army here so that they can't move. You better not fail. That's what I'm talking about. See that ninja? He's got a future. His buddy there, he's kind of a loser, to be honest. I'll move even more ninjas over this way, and then I'll leave one right here. Actually, I'll move this one here to help subvert armies that might be coming from this direction. There we go, so those ninjas will be in good position now. I could probably use these matchlock monks in that army right there. Let's go ahead and move them while I can straight through the Shogun lands and on over to this army. And that should add some needed strength there. And then my daimyo back here, he has a decent army, so I'm not particularly worried. Alright, I think we're in good position to end the next turn. Let's make sure my ships have gotten repaired. They have. My trade route still looks safe. I don't see any loaded boats sitting around. I have to keep my eye out during the turn ending, though, because I'm sure the Chosokabe will be back up to their antics. I don't imagine that my relationship with the Takeda is going to go on for too much longer. As the Realm Divide is going to be having its effect, you're going to go up there and ruin my monk, aren't you? No, you're going to march around. Well, if you don't do something this turn, you're liable to be extinct, as I'm going to take your last pathetic army and crush them. Okay, I see some boats moving up here. There is no landing force on that boat, though, so I'm not particularly worried about it. Alright, I want to go ahead and quell the remainder of these unruly provinces behind my lines for the moment. Let's see, I got the 2 bow warrior monks. They probably won't really end up letting my bows cause these guys. I'm going to siege these guys in. At least they won't be going anywhere. And I'll go ahead and build the Jodo Shinsu temple there. Train some covering troops, get to my army, and I'm going to siege Oari with both these armies, so that will tip the scales into my favor easily to get rid of these losers. So you can see the auto-resolve is now much in my favor, and I'm going to use that just to avoid the nuisance of having to fight this. There we go. I'll end up taking not very many losses by doing it that way. Sometimes you really can use the auto-resolve to your favor, because me having fought that battle in person, I probably would have made a lot of stupid mistakes. The battles that I like to fight in person are usually the more pitched battles, though I'm not going to skip every siege battle. So there we go. We annihilated that loser clan. I told that Metsuke he better get down to business. Sword Master School. I'm going to get rid of this Naginata Dojo because it's kind of worthless. And then I'll keep the other buildings there. Okay, this army is now free to head back the other direction and help, or probably to help get ready to go after the, there we go, +1 to the loyalty. I'll always take that. Loyalty is a good thing. Alright, so yeah, like I said, now I can start moving this army back in this direction. And I can use it to help defend on this front. I have some nice fortresses there, but I can also face any landing armies and go ahead and take this rebel province as well. And then this army can also start shifting back in that direction as we're sealing up our backlands. And then let's go ahead and take a look at our relationship with the Takeda and see if I need to be prepared for a very... yeah, we need to be ready to fight the Takeda very soon. They are most unpleased with our current state of affairs. They've got a decent castle here. My army here is probably none too brilliant. Yeah, I've got these worthless matchlock units. Let's see what I can recruit up in the next couple of turns. I'll probably need a couple of bow ronin. And I can keep those troops. I'm going to disband these matchlock units. Well, I'll leave one of them for a garrison. Let's see. Got a general there too. Wonder if I can train anything else of value here. Yari Ronin. These guys probably aren't very good. Good against Cav, that's for sure. I don't know what kind of army they have here, though. Well, maybe I'll just go ahead and recruit a couple of these guys. It's going to really eat up some of my funds, but I can always disband them later as necessary. Oh, I don't have enough money to subvert that army, so actually I'm going to cancel that one and then use my good ninja here to try and subvert this army. There we go. I can always count on him. Alright, let's go ahead and end this turn. And again, I should be ready to attack the Takeda soon. But they only have 2 provinces, so I can pretty much quell them relatively quick without too much issue. In fact, I'll probably go ahead and just... what? The Chosokabe got behind my lines. That's okay, I have my armies free. I need to move that navy down there because it kind of seems like that's the direction they're coming from. Alright, let's go to... here. Let's do this Way of the Sea option so that maybe I can build some siege tower bunets if necessary in the near future. Which I would wish that I already had them. I don't have a whole lot of money at this point, so I need to go ahead and deal with these threats and capture some more provinces, get my tax income rolling, and disband any units that I do not need, like these Ashigaru. Okay, let's take these guys over. I got a nice full stack army there. I can disband those 2. Alright. I'll go ahead and start moving in that direction. Take out the rebels. Again, that'll be another province to help secure things. The Takeda have a decent force there, plus the garrison troops. That's what's going to make that difficult. And their army up here is much less capable. At least it appears to be. I'm going to go ahead and march on it with whatever I have here. I'm just going to leave this matchlock unit as a garrison as I don't really need it. It's just an Ashigaru army, so my morale is probably going to be absolutely poor. I don't see... I do have this monk. I can bring this monk down here and inspire the army. Plus I can kind of do some scouting with them along the way. Looks like the Takeda up here messing with this rebel province, which means they've probably left their province here relatively unguarded, and if that's the case, I will take it from them as soon as they declare war on me. I do not want to risk any of my honor by declaring war on them early. Okay, I think we're going to be alright for the time being. Let's go ahead and end this turn. Alright, the Oda are going to sally forth against me. It's giving them pretty darn good odds, so I'll take those odds. Let's see how they do. What? Their troops? Yeah, see, what did I tell you? Their troops would retrain in 1 turn. I only gave these guys 1 turn without me touching them, and all of their... or no, never mind. Okay. I was thinking their katana cav had gotten damaged. I remembered that they hadn't gotten damaged. My bad. I'll take it easy on you for now, AI. Alright, I'm going to start my recording now. The katana cav is charging right towards my archers. I'm going to reinforce with as many spear units as I can put in the vicinity. And I spear walled in the front. I got to keep my general safe, make sure that they don't outflank me. Somehow they either ran around on their own or figured out my light cav was hidden in those woods. I'm not really sure which one, but they went straight to them. So I can't say I really understand what happened there. And now the enemy archers are wheeled up and just peppering my Yari Ashigaru. Okay, crap. That's not good. I now have enemy light cavalry all the way behind my lines, probably going after my general. No doubt. Looks like I've managed to catch them. See if I can put my monks in on this action. Go ahead and war cry some of these guys. Looks like my light cav is going to win that fight. I think I'm doing alright across the front. Let's rally my troops. Inspired. Going to stand and fight here. See if that'll help inspire my men to get this fight over with quicker. Alright, this is light cav and katana cav over here, and there's more katana cav on the way. Very dangerous situation for me. Katana Cav and my back lines could be extremely devastating. Looks like the Oda attack across the front has broken though. So now, just so long as I can secure my lines and take out the remainder of this Oda Cav here, which is attacking from all directions and doing quite well considering it's fighting against monk units and spears. Send in even more. And then let's go hit this Cav with the hammer and anvil strike there. Alright, it looks like the enemy army is for the most part routed. Yeah, the AI always chooses to fight in inclement weather for whatever reason. I guess they like the inclement weather. Alright, so it looks like we had a quick and handy victory over them. I had the right general for this job, thank goodness. And I also had my bow warrior monks there, which I'm sure, well, they actually didn't rack up that much kills. Looks like my Yariashigaru bore the brunt of that, I think. Alright, there's the results of that. It was a decisive victory. Looks like they've only got 23 men remaining. So that province will easily fall under my control. Chosokabe want to take this province from me. Whatever. Well, you know, I don't think I can win this necessarily because of these bow units. But I'll bet you I could beat their infantry with these warrior monks. I'll kind of give this a shot. I don't think I'm going to record it though because I don't want to waste a lot of time on it. Alright, I was pretty easily able to beat back that attack. It looks like, though, they're going to have 160 of their men remaining, which I'm sure they'll run off with and attempt to destroy some of my buildings. I'll have to chase them all the way down there, but oh well, at least I got rid of them. The Wako Pirates look like they might be raiding one of my trade routes up there. Yes, indeed, that is my trade route they think they're going to raid. I guess they've been hired by the Shogun as well. They don't have that many ships. I didn't ever repair mine, but I do have this navy up here that's undamaged as well. Well, I don't want to leave that trade fleet unguarded. It'd be my luck. I can probably chase these guys off with these ships that I have here. They don't necessarily have that many ships. The auto-resolve usually treats the Wako Pirates pretty good, so I'm probably going to fight this in person. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and begin my attack with my Bokabayas. I'll launch the flaming arrows in these first waves. I'm going to actually peel my Bokabayas out to the side and bring my medium bunets right up the center. Try and use them for the backbone of my attack and just try and do some little piddly damage and kind of outflanking stuff with the Bokabayas. See there, I'm kind of pulling them around the edges. I'm going to keep them moving. Don't really want them to get in a standstill type of fight. And now I'll pull them around back behind the Wako ships. Now the Warcry ability won't be ready for another 30 seconds. I would love to use it right now. There we go. This should help maybe play a little bit on the morale of the Wako ships. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of boarding action starting. Yep, there we go. 17 seconds left still. I don't know why it says these guys have such good odds. Yeah, I think they do have more men on their boats. I really need that Warcry to be ready. Like now, like yesterday. Come on! There we go, we Warcried pretty much all their boats. They Warcried me as well. All their boats are under the effect of Warcry, so I'm not going to use any of the remainder of them. They used it on me though, so it's going to be affecting me. However, it looks like I kind of have a route started on some of their ships. This one over here, my ship will probably route as well.
Our general is under threat, my lord. He's too important to lose.
Well, our general's just going to have to get over it. Said it in the past, and it stands true today. See if we can go ahead and try and board the ship, put it out of action. The Wako general somehow managed to survive that whole ordeal, which I believe is terribly convenient. Of course, my ship surrendered over here, and theirs only is only routing. Oh, naval battles. Don't you love them? They don't make a single bit of sense. But oh well, I should be able to win this one. Relative ease. So we can go ahead and put a further hurt on these routing Wako ships. This one came back from routing much as I expected. And then they have a couple of ships up here left in the center. I think we caught this Wako trade ship on fire. Indeed, it's burning.
Here they come! Prepare to repair borders!
Yeah, these guys are still under the effect of Warcry, so there's no sense in me using my other Warcry ability. Ooh, wow, I just caught this ship on fire. That one's definitely burning. Enemy general came back from routing a second time. That guy's pretty amazing. I love how my ships just surrendered, though. Yeah, theirs can be on fire and rout and all kinds of stuff. And then look, this general's even got good morale over here. I mean, that's the best part of this all to me. It's like, yeah, I've been knocked out of the fight twice, but I'm feeling good about it for the third time. These guys were both routing too, and they've now both come back into the fight. Even though one of them's completely on fire. Add a little more flame to that guy there. See if we can really light him up. Okay, I don't see the enemy general. This must be the enemy general. Must have just caught him on fire and got him to surrender finally. I guess burning to death is about the only thing that convinces him. Which my Bokabayas are doing quite well at setting enemy ships on fire in this battle. I'm very pleased with that. They got another medium Bune that came back into the fight. Probably gonna end up catching my boat on fire, going around all these other ones that are on fire. Oh, sweet. Well, we caught all those boats on fire. Let's just go see if we can take out this last one. About to have a collision over here. We might have lit those guys up too. Not a real great fire going there, but it's crackling. They're heading up through the graveyard of their brothers there. Alright, sweet. So I managed to rout the remainder of the Wako fleet. That's what I expected. I'll see you back on the campaign map. Alright, well, the Wako Pirates managed to make off with their one vessel that's left. No doubt there's probably 3 men on board rowing it. But, oh well. At least I defeated them. I'm going to bring my fleet back for repairs. You know, I think I'm going to use this ship, even though it can stay here and guard. Let's go ahead and finish off the Wako Pirates and then raid this trade route. And that would help give me yet more income. So there we go. We'll finish off the Wako Pirates. And then I'll go ahead and raid this trade route. Get myself a little more income. And then I was just thinking I should do the same down over here, where this Chosokabe fleet was. Go ahead and just destroy it for good measure. And I don't actually see a trade route down here anymore. Gonna auto-resolve that. What? I actually lost a boat. What a load. And then they got away. Nothing real profitable that came out of that for me. I'm going to leave this boat right here, as it will kind of help keep this particular route clear that the Chosokabe keep using. It doesn't mean they can't come from this way, but at least they'd have to land next to one of my big castles, and it would be slightly less effective. I'm going to go ahead and chase these guys down. I have no doubt that they'll run away. That's probably what they do best. Now, I have a decent army here, what with my warrior monks and whatnot, but I'm not sure if it's powerful enough to take down the Shogunate. Let's see what they've got. See if I can get lots of bow samurai, of course. Seems to be what they specialize in. It would probably be best if I bring 2 armies to this party. So I'm gonna go ahead and just march on through here. Maybe I'll go take up position on one of these bridges, and then wait until I get one of these armies ready to help out. Take this last Oda province that's over here. I'll probably bring my daimyo over there. He'd be a good one to help just because his troops are tougher, and that would help tilt things into my favor. Very nice. So the Oda left a bunch of agents behind here. That kind of sucks. Just because I don't really have any way to quickly extinct them. And those agents could possibly be a big nuisance.